right, well, this man has been there before, and he certainly looks like it. The #1 middleweight contender back in a championship setting, and we've talked about this a lot, but he made himself undeniable with this run back to contention. Now he tries to wrest away the gold.
That's not easy, John. It's not easy to make your way back because you have been there before, and maybe it didn't work out for you, but to stay positive, to have that steel trap of a mind that allows for you to rebuild yourself, makes you know when you do get back, you have a greater appreciation for the opportunity. Tonight he said he intends to finally cash in.
There are a lot of high-level guys at 185 pounds, a lot of contenders waiting in the wings. This challenger knows he has to maximize this opportunity in front of him tonight. Luke Rockhold, ready to make a statement in front of this capacity crowd here tonight. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Or tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Luke Rockhold. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herb Dean, or referee for this one. So more than a decade as a pro now for the former UFC.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you end the night, that one landed right on the spot. Oh, nice takedown defense. And now some separation.
Look for him to throw that overhand here again. Now he counters with a right hook to the head.
He's got some hands, man.
Oh, nice jab by Rockhold.
That's some power there.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Nice counter left there.
Oh, my goodness.
Takedown defense is there. Wow. Nice judo toss for him there. Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, gotta protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. He's up. What submission defense on display?
Rockhold gets back up. Nice. Nicely done.
Oh, nice. Nasty high kick. How is he still standing?
Oh, connects with another uppercut, so that... He's got him hit here. Ground and pound now, elbow to the body by Khamzat Chimaev. Oh, that one looks really tight, DC.
Great submission defense on display. He's got to be careful here.
Chimaev's in half guard, grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Excellent ground and pound here by Rockhold. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble!
Final seconds of round one. 5 minutes in the books.
Stop.
What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
All right, round two. All right, so he's landed a few big uppercuts already. In DC, I know you're in the prediction business. You think he's going to set it up again here?
I am certain he's going to try and set that up again. Expect it to come off of a left hook, because off the left hook, you don't anticipate the next punch coming right up the middle. He's real good at trying to find that shot.
Throwing that jab, no good. Strong connections right up the gut, DC. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target. He passes to half guard.
Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Rockhold getting worked over, something fierce here by those hammer fists. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, it's getting deep now, DC.
Dude's got to fight with his hands down. Armbar.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Chimaev going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add.
There it is. Now he's running him out. Oh.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over. Johnny Lee just gets up.
Oh, interesting there as he just decides to let him back up. All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing...
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. That could affect the judging.
Changing the position. Great defense by this fighter.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Khamzat Chimaev. Two rounds in the books. All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Loads up on the right hand and lands. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Takedown defense holds up. Chimaev's got a lot of weapons on both sides as he switches his stance here.
Oh, stuck in the guillotine.
Good job by the champ there. Slide back out.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Khamzat Chimaev. Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great, and look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's gonna lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the back and chase the finish.
Oh, he got out! Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Oh, guillotine here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Oh, how on God's green earth did he get out? All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Chimaev's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Lands with the ground and pound. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard. That was nice. What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish his fight.
20 seconds left. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Khamzat Chimaev. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
Sit down. Take a deep breath, get a drink, relax, and listen. You are doing great. Do not get sloppy with your takedowns. Keep your...
All right, so there's the final horn as this one goes the distance. Looked like at times he might get him out of there with a submission. Nonetheless, he'll have to settle for a decision.
He kept getting so close. He was so close on so many attempts that it's hard to believe that we are seeing the judges' scorecards. But in those attempts, I believe that he did enough to get this decision.
Ready, fight. Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself you can do anything for 10 minutes.
right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on these. That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Just out of range with the big right hand. Oh, bone on bone, shin slash foot, right to the skull. You see why I'm a commentator, not a fighter? You see why?
Guillotine jump.
Rockhold's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got that. Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. Oh, that is tight. Could be the beginning of the end. Side control now. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. Oh, right into mount. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Back mount now. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Good work from the top here by Rockhold. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Side control. Rockhold's got him in a crucifix now, gonna go to work from the top.
He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You gotta keep position over submission. Great ground and pound by this man.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Fifth and final round. Straight punches, true. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Nice kick landed there by Rockhold. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count.
Stay heavy on that cut. Let's go. Get it.
Chimaev gets lit up by that straight punch.
Very fast jab land.
Chimaev gets the single leg takedown. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Always offensive. Lands a shot from the bottom. Nice shots landing from the top position.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Now the hammer fist here by Khamzat Chimaev.
Beautiful ground strikes landed. right in the mount. He's got to start throwing now.
Push off his head and posture.
90 seconds to go in the fight.
In the half guard.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Chimaev.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Under a minute now to go in this one.
Nice transition.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed.
Oh, he's got a guillotine here.
Oh, that guillotine is officially tight.
How in the world did he escape that submission?
All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so the welterweight cut never seemingly an easy one for Khamzat Chimaev, but certainly